I'm very happy to present our project in Bergen Energy Lab. My name is Bjørn Sundland, and I'm working as a business developer in BKK. I am also the project director of our liquid hydrogen project that we are developing together with the partners, and also responsible for our hydrogen business as a whole in BKK. And just to start reflecting a bit of this first picture, I was skiing in the mountains in Bergsdalen last weekend, and this is the area where all the water is collected for the power station in Samnanger at Frøland. So by having all this really nice snow that we can enjoy during the winter, it will melt and it will become hydropower, which can again be used to develop clean fuel for the maritime sector. So it's something to reflect on when you are skiing in the mountains. In BKK, we are working with new business development, creating new infrastructure between the existing grid and the end users. So we are now approximately 40 people working in innovation and development, and our goal is to be the largest contributor to electrification in the Norwegian society. And we are doing that by introducing new partnership, new business models to accelerate the use of renewable energy and to reduce fossil fuels. And we are doing a lot of things. We are first movers within a lot of different sectors. So, for example, we are connecting fish farm to the grid. So we are taking away the diesel generator that are used a lot for offshore fish farms. We have been setting up a new shore power company together with the port of Bergen, which has been a success when it comes to establishing shore power in Bergen, but also in other ports of Norway. And we just lately we put into operation the largest shore power system for cruise ships in the port of Bergen. We are a big operator of fast charging for cars, and we are the largest operator of speed chargers, the 150 kilowatt chargers. And we just lately we announced that we will set up a charging system for smaller boats in ports, and that is fast charging that can be combined with cars and leisure boats. So that will be developed on the west coast of Norway to create this infrastructure and support the customer to really enter into this new exciting part of leisure boat business. And as a part of electrification, hydrogen is one part of our electrification strategy by using water and hydropower to split water and to develop hydrogen by electrolyzers. So as a hydropower company, our main goal is to develop a green and clean hydrogen by using renewable energy. There has been a lot of development within hydrogen as a maritime fuel for the maritime sector in Norway, and I think it's mainly driven by the public sector setting environmental requirement into public tenders. So Statens Vegvesen, or the Norwegian Road Authority, they have been the front runner in battery electric ferries, and they are taking that experience further now into hydrogen fueled ferries. So Norled will develop the first hydrogen ferry on the Hjelmeland crossing, which will be a full-scale demonstrator to pilot a liquid hydrogen fuel system on board on a ferry, and to demonstrate this as a scalable solution. So already the Norwegian Road Authority are putting out a tender on the ferry crossing between Bodø and Lofoten, which will be larger scale ferries using hydrogen and building on the knowledge created on the Hjelmeland ferry. This ferry that you see here, developed by Norled, is now being built at the Westcon shipyard in Ølen, and it's estimated to be in full operation using liquid hydrogen in the first part of 2022, early 2022. And the next step of public sector will be the fast ferries. So we are waiting now for the counties, Trøndelag, Møre og Romsdal, Vestland County, that cooperates on a tender for a hydrogen-driven pilot fast ferry. And the requirement for zero emission in World and Heritage Fjord from 2026, we also expect will create a market for the first retrofit and hybrid systems for cruise vessels. So Havila Kystruten, they already got funded for a hydrogen hybrid system for their cruise ships that are under development in Turkey. And all 4 vessels will be prepared for hybrid hydrogen systems. And we also see the private sector is moving. So the green shipping program, which is hosted by DNVGL, they are putting out tenders in the market for hydrogen-driven cargo vessels. So already we know that the Felleskjøpet, the Heidelberg Cement Felleskjøpet Cooperation, they will build a hydrogen-driven transport vessel that is going to be operated by Bulvan ship owner. And there is also a tender out in the market for 2 cargo vessels operated by Veidekke, and those will be transporting asphalt and product for creating asphalt. So there is a lot of initiative ongoing, and that was the reason that we started this project back in 2019. We were able to put together a fantastic consortium, which consists of companies throughout the value chain. So it's Equinor, Air Liquide, and BKK, mainly interested in the production and distribution part, and the end users, Viking Cruise, Wilhelmsen, and Norled, as different end users. And it's very important to have different ship owners and users as part of the consortium, because then we can create a flexible infrastructure, a flexible bunkering system that different vessel owners can use. Because the aim of the project is to create a future fuel for the shipping sector. We also have Norse, part of the consortium, responsible for public acceptance and safety by GEXCON. And North Sea Group is a port owner and a port operator with the aim of creating new logistic systems. And NC Maritime Cleantech, they are supporting the consortium with dissemination, communication, and business development. And we will create a production facility using electrolyzer. We will produce 6 tons hydrogen per day, and we will use air liquids liquefaction and storage technology. We will distribute the hydrogen using existing technology, which is semi-trailers or containers. This is off-the-shelf technology that you can buy from the market. So we are using that to be able to deliver according to our time schedule. One of the key innovation elements in the project will be to reduce the energy consumption of the liquefaction of hydrogen, where you are reducing the temperature down to -253 to get it into liquid phase. Then you will have low pressure and higher energy density. And the other key innovation is the bunkering solution. That's something which has not been done before. But Norled will develop a bunkering solution for their ferry at Hjelmeland, and we will build on that technology and that experience for the first step of the project. We have a letter of intent with Equinor on using a land between the Mongstad refinery and the CCB port. So in the green area here, that's where we will locate our liquefaction factory, and we will distribute the hydrogen by trailers to this port. And our first customer, we hope, will be Wilhelmsen with their Topeka vessel. And then we will do the bunkering here, and the Topeka vessels will use this jetty for a roll-in, roll-out vessel. So here you can see the Topeka vessels. So out of the consortium, also Wilhelmsen together with North Sea Group, they have developed this new logistic concept. So one vessel will start in Stavanger at Dusavik, and one vessel will start at Mongstad every day. So this will be daily continuous operation with the aim of moving 25,000 of 100,000 trailers per year that are being that today is operated by on the road between Bergen and Stavanger. So it will be a big contribution by moving cargo from road to sea, but it will also be a zero-emission vessel. And these vessels will also be a flexible and scalable distribution system for liquid hydrogen. So we will be able to make hydrogen available in ports along the coast of Westland, as the markets are stepping up. And then we can create bunkering facilities in the different ports. The Norwegian government, they launched the hydrogen strategy last year, and also are developing as we speak, a roadmap for hydrogen. And we know that the Norwegian government, by funding schemes and frame conditions, want to emphasize the creation of effective infrastructure with hubs of hydrogen. So we have the aim of taking the further experience into creating a strong hub at Mongstad. So what you see here is an example from Germany, from Ludwigshafen, where the industry are creating the demand. So you then have sort of a regular demand of hydrogen that can, which is important for your first investment decisions, and then you can create your hub out of that. So then you can have refueling stations for different sectors of the society. We have seen this before also in Norway on the liquid natural gas business, the LNG business, where the aluminum industry was the first biggest users of LNG, creating a market for LNG production facility, and out of that it has been expanded to other sectors. And for example, the maritime sector has been quite successful in using LNG for different types of vessel categories. So we want to do the same at Mongstad. So we are in an area where we are close to the port, we are close to the end users, and we also are in an area where there is a lot of interesting synergies that we can achieve. So, for example, at Mongstad there is a fish farm under development. So all the oxygen that is a byproduct for green hydrogen production can be used to grow 35,000 tons of salmon per year. In addition to that, it's approximately 30 megawatts from cooling water that is going to the sea from the refinery, that is also now going to be utilized for this fish farm. And there is a possibility of producing biogas. There is also opportunities with a Longship carbon capture project to develop new value chain for blue hydrogen or blue ammonia, and all of this is very important when you are sort of starting your business in an area. So it's a very good strategic position, and we are now entering into a cooperation with a lot of companies that have interest in Mongstad to actually to achieve the benefits of these synergies, with who can create a fantastic sustainable ecosystem for green development in the area. So we are now in the final phase of the project development. The production facility at Mongstad, they are now it has been completed by Air Liquide on pre-engineering, so we are ready for the investment decision. And we have been in the consortium as a whole, we have been successful in getting public support for our development, and now the final milestone was to be selected as one of 5 projects that will move into the to the so-called matchmaking for IPK hydrogen. So IPK hydrogen is a fully integrated European project. It's not a sum of individual projects. And as you see here, an example was the previous important project for common European interest, which was battery development. Also very strategic, important for Europe. And in total, the European Commission approved 2.9 billion to support all these member states projects for battery development. And now the same is now the European Union are doing the same for hydrogen, and there's 23 countries that has signed up for this common cooperation, and by by having a IPK status for your project, you are able to reach a specific ESA funding scheme. So then the different countries, they can fund up to 100% of the eligible costs if that is necessary for a profitable business case. So we will now move into the so-called matchmaking process. The project, the different member countries, they will carefully select their IPK hydrogen candidates, and based on what spillover effect you can achieve and what you will need for a successful project, you will enter into the matchmaking process by looking for partners that can add value for your project. We are a quite mature project, so we are targeting the first wave of matchmaking, and we are aiming for a conclusion before the summer when it comes to having an approved project partner and having an approved funding for our project. So the timeline is now like this. We will together with Equinor and Air Liquide set up a new Norwegian entity, Aurora Energy AS. It will be a company that will build, own and operate the liquid hydrogen production facility, and we will be a distributor and a seller of liquid hydrogen to the end users, mainly to the maritime sector. And the 6 ton per day production facility at Mongstad will be the first step of our development, with a long-term goal of establishing a large scale production facility, being able to deliver liquid hydrogen to all of the South Norway. The investment decision is planned before summer, and we are estimating approximately 3-year execution of the project, detail engineering, construction, and commissioning. And the aim is then to deliver liquid hydrogen to the first end users in 2024. And there are ongoing negotiations between Equinor and Wilhelmsen for the logistic contract that is needed for Wilhelmsen to invest in these two new Pioneer vessels. So I think we are very well prepared. We have come far when it comes to alignment with Enova on the necessary funding. So we are quite confident that we will be able to have a successful investment decision to keep up the progress of the project. So then I think I am on 25 minutes.